You are listening to Palushi Performance Podcast, and here is your host, Ray Palushi.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a new episode. Thank you so much for finding your precious time and being with me here today. I'm Ray and I'm your host, and let's go straight to today's topic. Today's topic is going to be different from the previous topics. Previous topics, we talked about techniques, we talked about few things that we can do in order for us to get closer to our goals, or how can we make goals a bit more easier, etc., etc. You can go back and look at it and listen and let me know what you think about it. But today we're going to talk about something that, is going to help you guys definitely change your mindset, but it's mostly going to help you guys to become more aware on your daily basis. So today's topic is going to be called People Judge, because we all do. A great professor that I had on my undergrad, he told me, how many of you guys, because he told me and he told the whole class, but how many of you guys have heard the phrase, do not judge the book by its cover? And we're all like, yeah, obviously, that is true. We all heard it, and never judge the book by its cover. And he's like, you're totally wrong. Everybody judges the book by its cover. If it doesn't have a nice cover, they won't even have the chance to take the book in their hands. And then you need to have like a good feel on the book with your hands, and you need to have like a good title and a good introduction, and then they'll decide to read the book. What do I mean by that? Today, especially in today's society, we have to operate like this. When people see you, they will judge. Okay? They will judge about everything. What you drive, what you wear, how you look, how you talk, how you walk. It's everything. So, how can we help ourselves, or why we need to have this very important? Well, this is very, very important because it's not that, because I've had this conversation with other friends, and they've told me, well, I don't care what people think about me. And obviously, I get it. And I'm one of the people that I don't care what people think about me. But I also have to say that if somebody makes a negative comment, yeah, it does hurt. Do I focus on it? No. But when somebody makes a good comment, I do feel great. And even though I'm like, yeah, obviously, okay, yeah, thank you, it makes me feel good. So now there is one benefit. When people talk good stuff about your things, you feel good. But it's not just that. That is not the main thing. The main thing is, in order for us to become the best version of ourselves, we have to think about how we do one thing is how we do everything. So in today's society where people judge, that should not be something that scares us. That should not be something that holds us back. And that should not be something that we should put a negative emotion behind it and be careless and be like, well, I don't care what they think. Now, let me take an example here. And I hope that this example doesn't hurt some people. And I hope that this example doesn't offend them. And my goal is not to do that. My goal with this podcast and those videos that I do and everything is to help you guys become aware, to help you guys become the best version of yourself by becoming aware of a lot of things, by giving you some techniques, some things, some tools, because even myself, I was in a shit show one time of my life. I didn't take care of my body. I was drinking, I was smoking cigarette, I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing anything that is related on things that I'm doing right now. It is crazy, but this is true. So when I became aware that how I look will help me how I feel, will help me how I walk, will help me how people sees me, will help me boost my energy and let everybody know that I feel my energy, then I start thinking differently. But it's not just that. Obviously, I started working out and I left, I quit smoking, I quit drinking and everything because I wanted to become the best version of myself. I wanted to compete with the others. I wanted to become better than the others, but in a good way, to motivate one another, to become better than one another. Oh my God, look at you. You look big. Now I want to look as big as you or even bigger. I want you guys to think differently. Start changing a bit your mindset. That's why I'm here. I'm your performance coach. I want you guys to start seeing things differently, start taking actions, and then later on we'll be like, damn, it was so good that I listened to that podcast or to many podcasts and it helped me become this person. So going back to what I was saying, that I hope that it doesn't hurt anybody, I just gotta tell you the truth. So I see a lot of people on the street that they are very fat. Okay? Now, if you have some kind of disease, or if you have some kind of, I don't even know how to explain. I don't have even much information about it. And you cannot lose weight, or you're sick or something, then I'm telling you, I'm sorry. And maybe you should seek treatments, and maybe those treatments will help you. But let's say, because the majority of people that are fat is because they don't take care of it. And they go to a moment where it's like, well, now I'm screwed. Well, you probably are in this moment, but you can definitely do something about it. If it took you, let's say, 10 years of not working out, drinking, not eating healthy, and all these things, and you think that you have no chance, no, you do have a chance. Now, it might take another 10 years, and I hope that doesn't demoralize you, but that is a game. You have to stop doing all those things, and you have to start working out, you have to start eating well, you have to start quitting sodas and all the alcohol, and just wait for the results. And don't just be impatient in 10 months. If it took you 10 years to be in that shape, don't think that it's going to take you only 10 months to go back on the shape or even better. So what I want to say with this is that people are going to judge you, and we all judge. It's in our human nature. We judge straight away. But how you control it, then it's up to us. So I hope that we don't judge people, and we keep judging people, and we're those negative people. Well, I hope that our mind goes into judging. It's like, oh my God, look at that person, for example, look what he's wearing, or he looks fat, or look at the hair. And then you catch yourself in the first 5 seconds, even 2 seconds, like, whoa, wait a minute, because I'm judging too much. I don't even know their past, and I don't know what they're going through. So just let it go. This is for side that judges. Now for you, I want you to think like people are judging you constantly. And I don't want you to feel like I don't care about them and stuff. Don't do it for them. Or let's say do it for them to prove them wrong. Do it for them to envy you after a while. Do it for them to admire you. Okay? So think that people are judging you. So this judgment can give you a motivation to have the best body you can have, to have the best mindset you can have by meditating, journaling, and writing down and doing so many great things, by driving the best car out there, by living the best life you can, by becoming rich, by whatever you want. Because I hope that this energy will help you to get it started, to light the little fire, to keep you going, maybe even to the end point. So this is my idea of people are judging. People will judge, and some more and some less. And we talk about how the people that are judging is not good, and how they can control it, kind of catch yourself, become aware, and move on, don't think about it. And for you guys that have some kind of things that you think like it should not matter, well, I'm here to tell you the truth. Well, it should matter. By you just being fat, and you thinking like you don't care about the other people, I want to tell you that it's not just proving them wrong. It's not just you not caring. It's also for your health. When I was never fat. My metabolism is different, and obviously I've been an athlete all my life. And even when I wasn't working out and eating unhealthy and drinking, I put a bit belly, but you couldn't even say much of a difference, to be honest. So I could see the difference on me, not just on the mirror, obviously, because I changed significantly, but it wasn't like a drastic change. But I saw more on my physical body. I was not patient. I didn't have energy to even I swear, guys, I was asking for my brother to help me carry the, those waters that come on 40 bottles of half liter or whatever they are. I was waiting for him to come and help me to take this water into the second floor, because when I was taking it and going through the stairs, my arm was hurting and I was also getting out of breath. And after a while, when I start having those mindset that I'm talking to you by reading Tony Robbins books and many more, and I start taking my life in control and becoming more aware, I'm what is going on? I'm 25 years old and I'm out of breath. My joints are hurting and my muscles are sore by just this. This is unacceptable. Until that moment, I didn't care what other people thought. Everything is good with me. I'm enjoying life. I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm eating chocolates. I'm living good. But then when I start becoming more aware, I'm what a life to live. Well, first of all, you're just gonna die younger. That's just a fact. If you don't take care of your body, the body's not gonna take care of you. But even if you live until 100 years old, because so many people are well, my mother or my grandmother or whatever, my grandfather, he drank and smoked all his life and he lived until 100 years old. And when you look at their grandfather, from the age of 70 to 100, they've been living a miserable life in a wheelchair and all kinds of disease. I don't want to live 30 years like that. Imagine living almost half of your life like that, in a terrible shape. I don't want that. So, yes, you gotta take care of your body because it's gonna be good for you. Now, use other people's judgments to prove them wrong. But in the end, just so you know, you're gonna thank them because you're doing yourself a huge favor. You're gonna do yourself a huge favor because those are the people that in the end have had a percentage on your success on becoming the best version of yourself. By becoming the best version of yourself on your body, on your mind, and everything and anything. So, I know that this is a bit of a different topic than usual, and maybe this topic you haven't heard in another podcast. I certainly haven't, but I thought about this and I wanted to share this because it's just a different way of thinking. And maybe it's not for everybody, but I certainly believe that some people are going to find this very helpful, and if they do, and if they take control of their life and I look back at it, then I've done my job. So if I can help just one person change their mindset and take their life in control and start becoming their best version of themselves with this episode, then I have done my job. I don't need to help 1,000 people with one technique. I need to help, one technique, one person. I have so many of those. So I hope that person is out there listening, enjoying, taking life in control, maybe feeling like shit in the beginning, but then later on, hopefully, if you can thank me because of this podcast, then I'll definitely appreciate and I'll feel unbelievably good. Again, as always, I appreciate your guys' time. I appreciate you guys, everything. Like, share, comments, and definitely I'd love to hear your guys' inputs. If not now, then in the future. But until the next episode, you guys stay blessed.